Welcome to the show, where the news never seems to get any better for a Highlanders team that were gallant on defence against the Crusaders but so soundly beaten in the set pieces that a first victory will have to be another day. And that day may come at their next outing in a fortnight, going by the other results that saw their opponents, the Sharks, go through another game without looking like scoring a try and lost accordingly. The Hurricanes were convincing enough in front of nobody at Westpac Stadium. The Chiefs almost salvaged a win but were denied by a late Waratahs try. Nothing could separate the Reds and Brumbies on the field nor the scoreboard. It was back to their winning ways for the Cheetahs, and the Kings were simply bulldozed.
I thought our team was, in many respects, quite courageous on defence. It was under a lot of pressure in that first 40 minutes. You couldn't kick out of that half because of the conditions. I thought that last try really was something that really hurt us, just going into half time. And then in the last 20 minutes, I think we spent 15 of those 20 minutes in one scrum, or one area, and that just sort of sucked all the time out. But I look at the players that they're in the shed there. In terms of going out there and doing the best of their ability, I'll give them a 10 out of 10. Set piece, obviously, got put under pressure, and so attack-wise, very hard to achieve anything. We're sort of playing with scraps, and that's we prepared well, I thought, for that. They've got a tight five that play for the All Blacks, and we've got a few in our team as well, so it was a good ding-dong battle, but I think we come second best in the set piece, which affected our game. There was 2 or 3 line-outs that there was guys in the air, and the throws were either not straight or too high or too low, so that affected our attack. But when we did get the line-out ball, we looked very good, I thought. We just didn't get enough of it. That last try right on half-time, hadn't they? I thought we gifted them 10 points. It was that try right on half-time. We didn't give them the try. They actually had to work for it. And the penalty that we gave away straight after, might have been a previous penalty, Tony Ensel got turned over. So, first game for the young fella. He'll be better for that.
TJ asked him to play number 8 today. We did it. Yeah. So it's all
very well when the scrum's going forward. It's quite a nice little place to be. But when the scrum's under pressure, and you got a little wee blonde-headed fella putting more pressure on you called Andy Ellis, it's hard for a young boy. But look, TJ Ioane's sort of come from nowhere, hasn't he? And he's really stepped up. He looks comfortable at Super Rugby level. It's good. The team realises is that our goals and aspirations of getting to the playoffs are well and truly over. The integrity is big. Our own character is obviously what we're playing for. I saw 15 minutes under pressure from an All Black type 5 and never got its way. And you get young Mafu Fair, second year Super Rugby, Whopper Liam Coltman, first year Super Rugby, TJ Ioane, wider training group, wasn't even in the wider training group, somebody we pulled in from Otago. So there's four of the 8, and you see you've got to take something out of that game, and those guys I'm really proud of. The guys who will be hurting the most are the guys who are injured and can't participate and play. But we get a week off, and I think it's a good time to get a week off. I think it's a good time to send the boys away. We've got Tamati Ellison coming back in, we'll give the guys a bit of a boost.
The conditions allowed that. It was a pretty stiff breeze, so we were lucky to have it in the first half. Getting that try just before half-time was a pretty crucial moment. Just gave us a bit of breathing space going into that second half, and then in the most we actually controlled the ball pretty well in the second half and didn't give it up too easily. Well, we saw how hard it was in the first half for the Highlanders to get out of their half, and we knew we just had to really roll our sleeves up and stick tight together and wear the 40 minutes down, really. And we did it for most of it. There's a long time still to go in this competition. Teams have still got to go to Africa, and there's a lot of tough games to come. These local derbies have proven that it goes right down to the wire. So yeah, if we keep winning and keep picking up the points, we're still a chance, that's for sure.
We knew it was going to be wet, so we're really focused right from Monday on what we need to do to win this game. And it was a tough, gritty performance, but really pleased with our forward pack, so clinical at the scrum and the line out. I thought probably kept us in the game. Now, when you're a man down, it's got to galvanise you. I thought we slowed the game down really well during that 10 minutes, so we weren't absolutely punished for it, but it's something that we just got to keep an eye on and keep that discipline. But that's life. Message at half time was that we probably needed to drive our lineouts more, keep the ball in, kick the ball out because we felt that we could, knowing that our lineout was really putting them under pressure, and just try and get field possession and get down there and hold the ball. So it was a game plan. I think a few balls of the bounce went our way, but we're really pleased in that second half we were able to get down there and apply pressure. And I thought too that probably they just showed a little bit more ruthlessness with their decision making, and the fact that kick the ball on the corner, go for a line out drive, keep the scrum. It eats time up as well as obviously puts the opposition under a lot of pressure, and I just felt that the team just sucked a lot of energy out of them at a critical time. You never take things for granted in this competition. Momentum shifts can happen so quickly. It was no given that we were going to turn up tonight and beat the Highlanders. We're not in that mindset. I think we're in a mindset where we've just got to work hard every week and respect our opposition. And there's certain things that we have to do if we, to be the team that we want to be, and that's just get out there and work bloody hard and put your head in some dark places and earn the right. And it's a privilege. We're privileged the guys are privileged that they get to wear this jersey, and also too, I thought the support was fantastic. Sell-out crowd to come and support this team that really needed a lift. But we've just got to keep our feet firmly on the ground.
The boys really dug in there and made some good tackles, but I think the Crusaders just showed us how to play in that second half. Held onto the ball well, probably slowed the game down at times. A few scrum resets, and it just doesn't give you time to do what you want and get down there and play footy. In the first half, we tried to suck it up and hold onto the ball, and then when it was on, kick it. But I suppose in the second half they just showed us how to play rugby into that win. I still think, at half-time we went into the sheds pretty confident that we could come out in that second half and score a few points. But as I said before, they really sucked it up and played well into that wind and just shut us out of the game. It's just one of those nights where the forwards find it hard to control that ball. They did a bloody good job of muscling up, and especially in that first half, just plugging away side to side, they were doing really well. Players like TJ Oni and that were just doing well to hold on to the ball and just give us possession in that first half.
I was actually really pleased with the way it went because, when I look at it, we sort of won tough, which we probably haven't been doing, and we just had to roll our sleeves up. It was a bit of a grind, and especially that second half into the wind, I thought we did really well to kind of build phases and go to set piece, which is what we were wanting to do. Really important to get a win out of today, and we talked all week how it was going to be tough. I know the Highlanders hadn't won a game, but Highlanders Crusaders games always going to be big ones. So I think really proud of the boys, that especially that forward pack, the way they just fronted up, the pressure they put on their set piece was just awesome. Really proud of the way how that went.
And obviously the conditions didn't make it easy, but there's a bit more directness in the attack rather than perhaps that so much wood. Yeah.
Again, something we wanted to bring into our game anyway. Like you say, we probably the week before against the Force, we made too many errors by playing that width game, and just by tightening up our strikes a little bit, we were able to get into the game a little bit more.
The Brumbies stay top of the table thanks to keeping the Reds at bay, with the other teams beginning in B joining them in the top three. The Blues enjoying the 4 points for the bye, enough to see them replace the Chiefs. The Sharks, after being in the first three for many weeks now, out of the top six altogether. The Chiefs' superior win record clinching the last playoff spot. Beneath them, the battle continues for qualification, with the teams placed 7th to 11th, all in with a chance halfway through the round-robin competition. The Crusaders have the best record of finishing on strongly, but have work to do, as the New Zealand Conference still has them in 4th place, though the gaps are narrow between all the pretenders now that the Chiefs have gone off the boil. In Oz, the Brumbies have breathing space for now over the Reds, with the Waratahs still 2 wins back from applying real pressure, and the form suggests they'll have trouble toppling either of the other two sides. After a slow start, the Bulls are now in charge in South Africa, though it's a tenuous grip at best on the number 1 spot. It may have been hard to imagine at the start of the season, but the Cheetahs seem to have what it takes in 2013 to secure the easiest path to finals action.